9 out of 10 car owners have no idea these simple car hacks even exist. But here's the crazy part. One hack could literally save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in repairs. And chances are, you don't realize you can do these hacks yourself. Before you waste money at the mechanic, here's 15 genius car hacks that saves you thousands in repairs. Don't skip to save money. Let's begin now with hack number 15. Cut apple for windshield. Picture this. You're driving down the highway and suddenly you can barely see through your windshield because of the hazy film covering it. You flip on the wipers thinking it'll help, but it just smears the grime around, making it worse. Most of us reach for expensive glass cleaners, but here's what most drivers miss. A simple apple could literally save your visibility. Here's the deal. Cut an apple in half and rub the cut surface all over your windshield. The malic acid in the apple creates what's called the lotus effect, which repels water and makes it easier to remove dirt, debris, and insects. Car designers knew that traditional cleaners couldn't handle the oily film buildup, but this natural solution was their elegant answer that somehow never made it into most owners' manuals. Here's the kicker. An apple costs less than $1 and works better than most $15 glass cleaners. Professional windshield cleaning, $15 to $30 every time. That's one less expensive service visit you have to schedule. But wait, if that apple trick just blew your mind, this next hack could literally save you hundreds in body shop costs. Hack number 14. Toothpaste for car paint scratches. You're walking to your car in a parking lot and notice a new scratch on the door. Your heart sinks because you know body shops charge anywhere from $75 to $150 per scratch to fix them. But here's what they don't tell you. There's actually a household item that can remove light scratches for less than $1. Here's the deal. Whitening toothpaste contains mild abrasives, typically used to remove debris and polish teeth. These same abrasive properties can gently buff away the uneven surface of superficial scratches on car paint, making them less visible or removing them completely. First, wash and dry the scratched area to remove any dirt. Apply a small amount and gently rub it onto the scratch in circular motions. Continue rubbing for 30 to 60 seconds, then wipe away the toothpaste with a damp cloth. What's worse is some scratches are too deep for this method. If the scratch catches your fingernail when you run it across, you'll need professional repair. But for those annoying surface scratches, this $3 tube of toothpaste just saved you $150. This next one will 100% shock you. Hack number 13. Nail polish for broken car paint. Ever been driving and heard that terrifying ping of a rock hitting your hood? You pull over to check, and sure enough, there's a small chip in your paint, exposing the bare metal underneath. That tiny chip might seem harmless, but here's the scary part. Left untreated, it will rust and spread, turning a $2 fix into a $200 nightmare. Here's the deal. Clear nail polish acts as a sealant, preventing air moisture and dirt from getting in and stopping rust from forming. For colored paint chips, you can buy nail polish in a color that matches your car paint. Just dab it on carefully, let it dry, and you've sealed the damage. Some car owners have been using this trick for decades, but somehow it never became common knowledge. This won't make the chip disappear completely, but it prevents it from spreading and rusting, which would turn into a much bigger and more expensive problem. Clear nail polish costs about $2 at any drugstore. Professional paint touch-up, $50 to $200 per chip. That's a massive difference for something that takes 30 seconds. You'd be surprised by this next one. Hack number 12. WD-40 on door hinges. You're getting out of your car in a quiet parking lot and screech. Your door makes that embarrassing squeaky sound that announces your arrival to everyone within 50 feet. Most people just live with it thinking it's no big deal. But here's what most drivers overlook. Those squeaky hinges aren't just annoying, they're actually a warning sign. Here's the deal. Spray WD-40 directly onto the door hinges while opening and closing the door several times to work the lubricant in. Wipe away any excess with a cloth. The squeaking should stop immediately. You can also use WD-40 on hood hinges, trunk hinges, and any other moving metal parts that are sticking or squeaking. Here's the irony. Many owners go years suffering through that embarrassing squeak when the solution costs less than a fast food meal. One can of WD-40 costs about $6, and it has hundreds of uses around your car and home. Replacing worn-out door hinges, $100 to $300 per door. Take 5 minutes to spray your hinges and you might just avoid that expense entirely. Wait until you hear how a $5 bottle can make your dashboard look brand new. Hack number 11. Olive oil for dashboard shine. Your dashboard is looking dull, faded, and cracked from years of sun exposure. You've probably seen those expensive dashboard spray products promising to restore that showroom shine. But here's what the detailing industry doesn't want you to know. That same olive oil you cook with can do the job better, and for a fraction of the price. Here's the deal. Pour a small amount of olive oil onto a cloth and rub the dashboard down in circular motions. The key is to use just a little bit. We're talking a quarter-sized drop, not dumping it on. Wipe off any excess oil with a clean, dry cloth. The natural oils penetrate the material and restore moisture that UV rays and heat have stripped away. A bottle of olive oil costs about $5 and will last you a year of dashboard treatments. Those expensive sprays, $10 to $15 monthly, and they barely last a week. Plus, you can use olive oil for cooking too. That's what we call a win-win. You'd be shocked by this next one. Hack number 10, paintbrush or makeup brush for vents. Did you know your car's air vents are probably packed with years' worth of dust dirt, and maybe even some petrified French fries? Those narrow slats are impossible to clean with a regular cloth, so most drivers just give up and breathe in whatever's trapped in there. But here's what changed everything. A $2 paintbrush from any craft store can transform those vents from disgusting to spotless in minutes. Here's the deal. Soft bristles from a paintbrush or old makeup brush won't scratch anything, and they're perfect for reaching into narrow spaces. Just grab a clean dry brush and dust out those air vents. The dust comes right out with minimal effort. If there's sticky grime, lightly dampen the brush with some all-purpose cleaner and scrub away. This trick also works great for cleaning around your dashboard buttons, gear shift, radio controls, and any other tight crevices that are hard to reach. A paintbrush costs about $2 at any craft store. If you have old makeup brushes lying around, this hack is completely free. Professional interior detailing to clean your vents, $150. The math is pretty simple. Before we get to the stuff that blows your mind, do me a favor. Hit that like button. We did a lot of research, and one like actually helps us keep making content like this. Done? Awesome. Now let's talk about something to clean your interior. Hack number 9, cleaning car interior with slime. You're trying to clean your car's interior, and there are crumbs, coins, and dust packed into every crack and crevice around your dashboard, radio, and center console. You've tried vacuum attachments, Q-tips, even compressed air, but nothing seems to reach into those impossible gaps. But here's what most drivers miss. That squishy slime kids play with is actually the perfect tool for this exact problem. Here's the deal. Press the slime into all those tight spaces around your dashboard buttons, air vents, gear shift, and center console. The slightly sticky texture grabs onto dust dirt and crumbs that have been trapped there for months or even years. You can buy car cleaning slime for about $8 to $10, or make your own with glue, baking soda, and contact solution for about $2. It's reusable until it gets too dirty, then you just toss it and make a new batch. What's worse is watching all that disgusting debris come out of your car is oddly satisfying. You'll see dust you didn't even know existed, crumbs from snacks you forgot you ate, and mystery particles that have been living rent-free in your dashboard. Detailing shops charge $150 to clean your interior. This hack costs less than $10, and it's actually fun to use. Speaking of prevention, this next one stops problems before they even start. Hack number 8, Vaseline on door seals. Picture this. It's a freezing winter morning and you're running late for work. You rush out to your car, pull the handle, and nothing happens. The door is frozen shut. You yank harder, and suddenly you hear that sickening crack. You've just torn your door seal. That repair, $100 to $300 per door. Here's the deal. Apply a thin coat of Vaseline or petroleum jelly to your door seals every few months. The Vaseline conditions the rubber, keeping it soft and flexible, preventing cracks and tears. It also stops the doors from sticking or freezing shut in cold weather. Just wipe a small amount and run it along all the rubber seals around your doors, trunk, and hood. Wipe off any excess so it doesn't get on your clothes. A jar of Vaseline costs about $3 and will last you years. Replacing cracked door seals? $100 to $300 per door. 5 minutes twice a year could save you hundreds. You'd be very much shocked by this next one. Hack number 7, changing your air filter. Ever notice your AC barely blows any air even though it's set to maximum? Or maybe your car smells musty every time you turn on the vents? That's your cabin air filter screaming for help. But here's what mechanics don't want you to know. Changing this filter yourself takes about 5 minutes and costs a fraction of what they charge. Here's the deal. Most cabin air filters are located behind the glove box or under the hood, and they're held in with simple clips that a child could remove. Check your owner's manual for the exact location. Pop out the old filter, put in the new one, and you're done. The filter itself costs about $15 to $25, but mechanics charge you $40 to $80 total with labor for what's essentially a 5-minute job. What's worse is some drivers avoid going to the mechanic altogether because of these inflated prices, which means they end up breathing dirty air and reducing their AC efficiency. You just saved yourself $60 in 5 minutes of work. This one will shock you. Hack number 6, color-coded engine components. You pop the hood to check your fluids, and suddenly you're staring at a confusing maze of hoses, wires, and metal parts. Which reservoir is for coolant? Where does the windshield washer fluid go? One wrong move, and you could put the wrong fluid in the wrong place, causing thousands of dollars in engine damage. But here's what most drivers overlook. A $5 pack of colored tape can transform that chaos into an organized system. Here's the deal. Use colored tape or markers to label important components under your hood. Mark your coolant reservoir with blue tape. Mark your brake fluid with red. Mark your windshield washer fluid with green. Mark your engine oil dipstick with yellow. This way you or anyone else working on your car can instantly identify which fluid goes where. You can also use tags or colored zip ties to mark specific hoses or wires if you're doing more advanced work. The beauty of this system is that it grows with you as you learn more about your car. Once you've labeled the basics, you can start identifying other components like your power steering fluid battery terminals or fuse box. Take a photo of your labeled engine bay and keep it on your phone for quick reference. This hack is especially valuable if multiple people drive or maintain the same vehicle. Your spouse, teenager, or mechanic will instantly know what's what without having to guess. And here's the kicker, this system isn't just for you. If you need to call a tow truck or have someone else work on your car, they'll instantly understand your setup. A pack of colored electrical tape costs about $5, fixing engine damage from putting the wrong fluid in. Hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's an investment worth making. Hack number 5, shoe organizer for storage. If you have kids, your car probably looks like a disaster zone with toys, books, and snacks everywhere. You're constantly reaching back trying to find things while driving, which is dangerous. Meanwhile, everything's rolling around on the floor, getting stepped on, and creating a mess you dread cleaning. But here's what changed everything. A $10 hanging shoe organizer can transform your backseat from chaos into organized bliss. Here's the deal. Attach a hanging shoe organizer or shower caddy to the back of your front seats. Each pocket can hold different items like toys, coloring books, snacks, water bottles, wipes, tissues, and anything else you need to keep handy. Kids can grab what they need without you having to dig around while driving. When you need to clean your car, you just grab the organizer and shake it out or throw the whole thing in the washing machine. The genius of this hack is its flexibility. You can reorganize the pockets based on what you need each week, whether it's road trip supplies, sports equipment, or just everyday essentials. Plus, it keeps everything visible, so you're not constantly buying duplicate items because you forgot you already had them buried under the seat. Parents who've tried this swear by it because it eliminates the constant backseat chaos and the mum where's my questions while driving. A hanging shoe organizer costs about $10. Professional car organizers, $50 to $100. Your car just became family friendly for less than the cost of lunch. This one will surprise you. Hack number 4, pool noodle for garage wall protection. You pull into your tight garage being super careful, and then bam! You open your door straight into the wall, leaving a dent, scratch, or paint transfer on your car door. Over time, these dings add up, turning your nice car into a dented mess. Bodywork to fix door dings costs $75 to $150 per ding. But here's what most drivers miss. A $2 pool noodle can prevent this damage completely. Here's the deal. Cut a pool noodle in half lengthwise and attach it to your garage wall at the exact height where your door would hit. Use strong adhesive strips or screws to secure it. Now when you open your door, it hits the soft foam instead of the hard wall. You can also attach pool noodles to tight parking spots or use them as bumpers on garage support beams that you might hit when pulling in. This solution works for any tight parking situation, not just garages. If you park in a narrow spot at work or have pillars in your parking garage, this trick prevents costly damage. The bright colors of pool noodles also serve as visual guides, helping you park more accurately. The best part? Pool noodles are weather resistant, so they'll last for years, even in extreme temperatures. Pool noodles cost about $2 each. Bodywork to fix door dings? $75 to $150 per ding. This $2 investment could save you hundreds in the long run, and it takes about 10 minutes to install. Trust me, you'll be shocked by this one. Hack number 3, tennis ball parking guide. Picture this. You're pulling into your garage trying to get close enough so the door will close, but not so far that you hit the lawnmower stored in front. You're constantly getting out to check your distance, which is annoying and time-consuming. Meanwhile, you live in fear that one day you'll misjudge and crash into something expensive. But here's what most drivers overlook. A $2 tennis ball can give you perfect parking every single time. Here's the deal. Hang a tennis ball from your garage ceiling using a string or fishing line. Position it so that when you pull in far enough, the ball just touches your windshield. Now every time you park, you know exactly when to stop. No more guessing, no more getting out to check, no more accidentally hitting stuff in your garage. You can customize this for different vehicles if you have multiple cars. Use different colored tennis balls or hang them at different heights. This hack is foolproof because it gives you instant physical feedback. The moment that ball taps your windshield, you know you're in the perfect spot. It works in any lighting condition, unlike parking sensors that can malfunction or mirrors that are hard to see at night. The setup takes less than 5 minutes and requires zero technical skills. Just drive in the park where you want, then hang the ball so it barely touches your windshield at that exact position. A tennis ball costs about $2. The alternative is installing expensive parking sensors for $200 or backing into something valuable in your garage and paying way more in repairs. This $2 hack gives you perfect parking every single time. This next one is your secret weapon when winter tries to lock you out. Hack number 2, hand sanitizer for frozen locks. It's a freezing winter morning and you're running late. You rush out to your car, insert your key, and nothing. The lock is completely frozen solid. You try forcing it, and snap. Your key breaks off in the lock. That repair? $150 to $300 for a locksmith to extract the key and fix the lock. But here's what changed everything. That $2 bottle of hand sanitizer in your pocket could have saved you from this disaster. Here's the deal. Squirt some hand sanitizer onto your key before putting it in the lock. The alcohol in the hand sanitizer melts the ice almost instantly because it doesn't freeze until around -100 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also squeeze hand sanitizer directly into the keyhole. Within seconds, the ice melts and you can open your door normally. Some car owners even carry a small bottle specifically for this purpose during winter months. This trick works because alcohol has an incredibly low freezing point and evaporates quickly, so it won't leave residue in your lock. It's safer than using hot water, which can refreeze and make the problem worse, or damage your paint and glass from thermal shock. Keep a travel-sized bottle in your coat pocket during winter, and you'll never be locked out again. A bottle of hand sanitizer costs about $2, and you probably already have one in your car or pocket. Getting a locksmith to come fix a broken key in a frozen lock, $150 to $300, plus you're stuck in the cold waiting. This hack takes 5 seconds and costs nothing if you already have hand sanitizer. If you don't have hand sanitizer, plain rubbing alcohol, isopropyl, works the same. Just dab a little on the key. Avoid pouring large amounts into the lock. A small squirt is enough to melt the ice and evaporate quickly. And if your key has electronics or a remote fob, be careful not to soak the electronics. Apply alcohol to the metal blade only. Another smart move. Practice this once so you're not fumbling when you're freezing. Keep a tiny travel-sized bottle clipped to your keyring or in an interior pocket so it's always within reach. Also consider keeping a spare mechanical key in an accessible place, like a magnetic box in the trunk or with a trusted person. Hand sanitizer helps prevent the problem, but a backup key saves the day if something still goes wrong. Lastly, remember this tip works for frozen padlocks and door locks too, not just cars. It's a versatile, cheap winter lifesaver. Just be mindful of paint and plastic. Apply sanitizer to the key or use a cotton swab to avoid drips on car paint or trim. You'll be shocked by this one. Hack number 1, newspaper for removing registration stickers. Have you ever tried removing an old registration sticker from your windshield? You scrape with your fingernails until they hurt. You try a razor blade and risk scratching the glass. You might get half of it off. but there's always that stubborn residue that won't budge no matter what you do. Meanwhile, you're wasting 20 minutes and getting frustrated. But here's what most drivers miss. That old newspaper you're about to recycle holds the secret to removing stickers in 15 minutes without any scraping. Here's the deal. Take an old newspaper and soak it in water. Place the wet newspaper over the old sticker and let it sit for about 15 minutes. The moisture soaks through the paper and into the sticker, softening the adhesive. When you remove the newspaper, the sticker should come off with it, or peel off easily without leaving residue. This trick works on bumper stickers, window stickers, and any other adhesive decals you want to remove. The reason newspaper works better than just water alone is that it holds the moisture against the sticker for an extended period, allowing the adhesive to fully saturate and break down. The texture of the newspaper also helps lift the sticker as you peel it away. This method is completely safe for all glass surfaces and won't damage window tint. For extra stubborn stickers, you can repeat the process or leave the newspaper on a bit longer. And here's the kicker. This method is completely free if you already have a newspaper, or about $2 if you need to buy one. No chemicals, no scraping, no risk of damage. Professional sticker removal, $20 to $40. This free hack gets the job done in 15 minutes, and you can use the same technique on stickers anywhere in your car. If the sticker doesn't come off the first time, just re-wet the newspaper and press it back over the area for another 10 minutes. Keeping it damp is the key. The longer the moisture sits, the softer the adhesive becomes. You'll notice the sticker starting to bubble or lift at the edges, making it easy to peel away cleanly with your fingers. Be sure to use enough newspaper to fully cover the sticker so every part stays wet. Overlapping a few sheets helps trap the moisture evenly and ensures the adhesive loosens all the way through. Once the sticker is gone, simply wipe the glass with a dry piece of newspaper for a streak-free shine. The paper's texture naturally polishes the surface as you go. This trick doesn't just save time, it also saves frustration. No scraping, no special products, and no risk of scratching your glass. Just a little patience, a bit of water, and an old newspaper you are about to throw away. That's all it takes to make stubborn stickers disappear. How many did you already know? Drop a comment below and let me know which one shocked you the most. If this video just saved you from expensive mechanic visits or made you realize you can do car hacks yourself, hit that subscribe button for more money-saving automotive content. Your wallet will thank you. Now, there are more tricks that mechanics hide but can allow you to save thousands of dollars easily. Kindly click this video. Trust me, you'll be amazed at what you find.